Hey, what's going on? So exactly 6 months ago, I made a video about weird items that I collect in the game, and if you want to look it up on my channel, then go for it, but I'm not going to link it because I find it super cringy, and it's from when there wasn't even close to the amount of people watching my videos as there are now. So I figured it's been a good amount of time since then, and most of the stuff in my weird items tab has changed, so let's open up the bank and take a look at what we got. Okay, so here's what the tab is looking like. Apparently it's worth 56 mil, which is kind of surprising. But let's go down the list one by one and I'll show you what I got. So starting off with the Enchanted Gem, pretty much like whenever I'm training Slayer and I'm in between tasks, I'll just fill up my inventory with the gems from the Slayer shop because they're only 1 GP each. And there's really no way to buy them in bulk, so I just buy them every single time. And they've added up to this, so I never have to worry about Slayer rings. I think I said this in the last video too, but the Eternal Gem kind of makes this whole stack pointless, but I still think it's cool to have a big supply of them. Okay, the next item we have is the Supa Tooth, and there's really no use for this item except when you have to use it for the Lunar Diplomacy quest, and then you could also grind them up to use as payment for spirit trees, but I don't think I'm ever going to be planting over 1,000 spirit trees. But they're not tradable, and the only way to get them is from killing Suqas. So every time I get a Suqa task and I have to go bank, I'll just fill my inventory up with the teeth. Moving on to these next 3 items, we got frog tokens, baguettes, and rolls. And you can only get these from the random events, which I'm sure you guys know exactly what these are. You got the frog random event, and then you got the sandwich lady random event. And all these are non-tradable. You can't buy them on the GE or anything. You could only get them from random events. It's really weird too because even though the sandwich lady offers 7 different options, these are the only 2 out of those that are untradable. So whenever she pops up, I always just talk to her and see if it's these 2, and if it's not, then I'll just dismiss her. Okay, and then I've also got weeds from farming, and I don't take anyone else's weeds. I only collect my own because I'm trying to grow my own collection to 420. I've got all these tiny elf crystals from getting elves as a Slayer task, and they're a common drop from them, and they're untradeable. And I use them for farming to get to the fruit tree patch in Letya, and usually every couple months I'll charge like a couple inventories of them, and that usually lasts me a while. I've got all this Marintil tar from when I was training Herblore because there were some days where I just didn't feel like spending a lot of money and I wanted to AFK, so I did that. And I don't know why I have this Hairlander tar. I'm going to throw that out because it's taking up empty space. I guess I thought I would stack up a lot, but it's kind of lacking, so we're going to take that out. But yeah, I made a lot of Marintil tar in my time. I have all these empty light orbs because whenever I'm going to AFK for a few minutes and I'm just at the bank, I'll take out an inventory of molten glass and blow them into orbs because it's just right there and it's convenient. Then I have all these marks of grace from training agility, and I don't really have a reason to turn them in because I don't need the money and I have the full graceful set recolored already. So I'm just letting them pile up in my bank. And the same deal with the golden nuggets. I don't really have anything that I need to trade them in for, and I'd rather have a big stack of these than a bunch of soft clay packs. If you've completed the RD Elite Diary, then every day you'll get 84 buckets of sand delivered directly to your bank, which isn't really that useful for a main. I see where it could be useful for an Iron Man, but it's really not worth that much if you take 84 buckets, but it adds up over time. But I'm not really going to sell it because I think it's a cool stack to have. So that's worth 2 mil. So it's free money right there, even though it's probably been like over a year since I've completed the elite tasks. Then I've got curve bones and long bones. And curve bones are a 1 out of 5,000 drop rate, and long bones are a 1 out of 400 drop rate. And you can trade them in at Dorgishkon for like a little bit of construction XP and a tiny bit of coins too. But in my opinion, it's really not worth it. And I'd like to see them pile up in my bank and see how many I get over time. I've got all these Ecto tokens because if you've completed some of the Mauritania diaries, then you get your bones automatically turned into bone meal, and you get free buckets of slime every day, which is basically free prayer XP at the Ecto Funtus. And you get the Ecto tokens every time you do that, so I'm just letting these pile up every day. And it's also free Bone Crusher charges, even though I don't think I'll ever go through that many. I got all these Zarek's Talismans from Lizardmen, and every single Lizardman creature drops them at a rate of 1 out of 250. And I could dismantle them for 100 Lizardmen fangs, but they're only worth like 16 GP each, and these Zarek's Talismans are untradeable, so I'd rather just let these pile up. And the last item in this tab, which also happens to be my favorite item in this tab, is Nature Talismans. And a lot of people have been giving me these as presents, and I really appreciate that, and I appreciate it so much that I'm going to start collecting them now. And since we're on the topic of item collections, I've been given a lot of burnt fish lately, and it's kind of starting to take up a lot of space in my bank, so what I'm going to do is from now on, I'm only going to be collecting these first 4 items, which are lobsters, monkfish, sharks, and karambwan. So if anyone else wants like the rest of these items, like you just feel free to join my clan chat and let me know and I'll give them to you. Otherwise, I'll probably just drop them in a couple weeks if no one wants them. But yeah, this is what these stacks are looking like. That is a lot of monkfish. It's actually really shocking how many burnt items are in the game. Like, some people have given me items where I've never even seen before, like this one, burnt jubbly, or burnt sweet corn. I didn't even know you could cook sweet corn until then. And there's someone else who thought they could be a comedian and give me burnt bones. So, I mean, I guess it's a burnt item, so that counts. But again, like I said, if you want any of these besides these first 4 stacks, let me know in my clan chat and you can take them. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to show. I'll actually put up a screenshot of what my weird item collection looked like from the last video so you can compare it to what it looks like now. Also, let me know in the comments if you have any weird items that you collect. Or actually, it doesn't even have to be a weird item. Just if there's any items that you collect and you have some like massive stack of, like, I want to hear the story behind that. But you do get bonus points if it's a weird item. And if you do want to stop by my clan chat, the username is Mudkip, and don't be scared to come by whether you want to have a chat or just to lurk. And there's also a Discord for the channel as well, which I have linked in the description, and it's another awesome place to meet some fellow players. But if you enjoyed the video, then please give it a like, and I'm currently posting every single day at 9 AM Pacific Standard Time, so if you want to stay up to date on my videos and see more from me, then please subscribe to the channel. It really would mean so much. But I just want to thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you again tomorrow.